North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium, and the Duke's Mayo Classic. This ought to be a fantastic showdown and just the flavor every college football fan can't wait for. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Michigan's offense will be first on the attack. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Harris back to pass. The quick out. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
Turning it on! Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, do I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
He'll do it himself. Gets it past the marker. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting absolutely nowhere on 2nd down, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Decision coming up here. I'm kicking a field goal, though, David. First drive of the game. You want to pay it off. Just put some points up on it.
And see, I'd go for the touchdown, because here's the thing. I'm going to make them go the length of the field, almost 100 yards, even if I get stopped. I'm starting this game aggressive.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Blue Devils backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Catch in the middle, it's Davis. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Blue Devils want to pick up the tempo. Snap from the gun on third down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Great job by the DB on that play. How many times in these types of deep ball situations do we see pass interference? That cornerback could not have played that ball better.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So here comes the Michigan offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive areas.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field. You get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. He'll pull it on the read. Gets the first himself. Oh, he's got some space. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. They get set for the point after. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking downfield on first down. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
You know, sometimes the hardest completions for quarterbacks are the ones where guys are wide open. You don't have to throw it any faster trying to get it to him quickly because you know he's so wide open like on that last play. Just take your steps, throw in rhythm, and just throw a catchable.
He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big 3rd down opportunity coming here. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Blue Devils line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Great place to start for this offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Off the play fake on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw him just freeze the second level of that defense just for a second and allow the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Blue Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Punt team makes its way onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal.
And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. He'll keep it himself. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Moves around to clear up the vision. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Blue Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll try to get it through the air. Flips it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. Ripping through the defense. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. There are penalties you sort of forget about, and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He's looking downfield to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Gentry. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Blue Devils decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Wolverines come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Harris will throw. Pressure coming. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket. And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
3rd and goal where you separate the wheat from the chaff. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Got a man. It's Davis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Browning. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short in the 1st. The Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. Off play action. action on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They'll line up for a second down play.
Let's go, let's go.
The run from the shotgun. Picks up the first down, still moving. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Line getting set on second down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Harris back to pass. There's the pressure. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. And this one is perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And the Blue Devils will hustle to the line. To the air on 1st down. That's reeled in, it's Davis.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there, incomplete. The Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on first down from the 28. Harris will throw. Right on the money. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
And the Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Caught close to the marker. It's Woodside. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it harder to defend.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Wolverines have a lot of options on second and inches. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
They'll try the run. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And he got it, but that thing was spitting and sputtering by the time it found its way into the right corner. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, we figured we might get a Duke's Mayo Bowl that would have social media buzzing for a variety of reasons. And through 2 quarters of football, is the case.
And the Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. While that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback is in the offing here in bowl season.
Yeah, I think that's a nice way of saying they were awful in the first half. They were terrible. Bowl games, you wonder about motivation. One thing I know, they were clearly not motivated, Palmer.
No, they didn't look focused at all in that first half, David, but this is a team that has a ton of talent. If they can put it here together in the second half, they can close this season out with an exclamation point.
Throws for the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Unleashes quickly on the slant. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Blue Devils will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Puts it in at the 40. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run.
There he goes. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll move the tight end. They'll run play action. Grab near the sticks. It's Cox. Flying out to the left. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Michigan. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Quarterback keeps it. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. A designed run for the quarterback. Can't get him to the ground. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read, the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
The Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
From the gun, give on the inside. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Blue Devils will punt it away on 4th down. signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The give to the tailback. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They give it to him again. Turning it on. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Quarterback on the keeper. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to pass. It's Need. Touchdown, Wolverines! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle. And he delivers the stiff arm for a solid pickup on the play.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
With the catch, it's Davis. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Blue Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So here comes the Michigan offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just...
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Looking to throw, it's Need. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And these edge rushers, man, they're so athletic nowadays. They can get to the quarterback, bend that corner so quickly, get him on the ground before he knows what hits him. How about that defensive end, that speed off the edge?
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. The Wolverines will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Blue Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Michigan stole their winged helmets and possibly their fight song from Princeton, but they are giving an Ivy League-level education in defense today.
Yeah, and stealing their hearts, just ripping them out, not giving them anywhere to go, no life. This offense has no answers because Michigan's out there just destroying them, giving them an education.
Oh, my, he just shanked that one. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. To throw, it's Need. Got the quick pass. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Orlando. It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That's caught. It's Abbey. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Blue Devils send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Now they're going to throw it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
I like the idea by the quarterback. He wanted to attack the middle of the field. He found his open guy. The receiver's just got to be able to make a play for him.
Looking downfield, it's Need. Fires to the right. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's end goal. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll leave it with him. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier? Get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Looking to throw, it's Need. Unloads to the wideout. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Gets open down the middle. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Gentry. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
and they just look good in every phase of the